Alright, just sort of doing a side by side, you'll see that's the Aria Halo 40 degree on the left, and that's a big Agnes. You can see it's a wider cut. It just allows for better room. It keeps that loft up when you're wearing extra clothes in the winter. And again, I'm a big guy and I like to be able to, sort of move around. I actually really enjoy the sleeve, and I'll show you that in a second. The sleeve allows the whole sleeping bag to stay stationary. If you've ever sort of been a side sleeper or a back sleeper and you're tossing in between, your bag gets twisted around you. If you've got a center zipper or a side zipper, it sort of depends if you're a side sleeper, but I don't stay in one spot usually when I'm sleeping. So I'll pull these down and we'll go over them one at a time. Alright, so REI Halo, talked about the weights. I'll just go some over the nice little features, other than the fact that it's just squishes down to nothing. And again, this is a down. It's a 700 fill. It's got a nice textured zipper on it. It does have stakes for either hanging for drying. For if you're actually just using a tarp system, it's nice because you can actually bolt these down to the ground so your bag's not blowing all over the place. But drying is going to be a big feature. Being able to hang your bag up and keeping the loft up and keeping it dried is super nice. It does have, make sure I'm on here. It does have one of these, some of the newer bags are all having these little pockets. Whether if you have a watch, alarm clock, glasses, all the little nighttime stuff, it's nice to have with your bag. Again, it's cleaned up pretty well. I don't have any tears or rips in it, and I don't always use a tent. It's nice to see some of the ultralight features coming through with REI. They actually have the sort of the iron-on patches instead of sewn-on. That saves a lot of weight because you don't have added thread, you don't have a thick patch that you're trying to put on. And I honestly haven't had anything bad to say about this bag yet, other than the fact that 40 degrees is still a summer bag. So, all right, where did the big Agnes? We talked about its bigger cut. Like I said before, see, this is a sewn-on patch. So not, this is a little bit older bag. They might be doing some other stuff now. Let me show you for one, I really enjoy the hood area. It's hard to tell, see if I'm still on camera here. The hood, but it has this bag inside the hood that you can stuff with clothing and whatnot, your jacket, and you get a nice pillow. It's just sort of incorporated into it. You don't have to do it. It's got a nice draft collar, nice yoke they call it. Comes all the way around your neck. Again, this is my winter bag, for most of the time, and it's synthetic. I've just been super pleased with it. Now it is sort of, rescue red, if you will, and it's probably one of the only outlandish colors products that I carry. But you don't have a choice when you're going for specific products like this. You'll see here this back sleeve. This is the bottom of the sleeping bag. There's no insulation in between there. And this sleeve is going to fit your pad. That's going to do a couple things. One, your pad's not going to be sliding around from underneath your bag. You're not going to have to strap it. A lot of the bags now will have a strap to strap it down to keep it moving, from moving. But like I said, what happens, especially with some of these stiffer air pads, is it creates a nice platform. And so you're able to actually move on your side, and your bag stays there, everything stays where it was, and it's super comfortable. And again, this is just if it's something you want to go to, but you get a little bit less weight. Even though this isn't a super light bag, you can only imagine what the bag would weigh with the larger cut that it is, the extra material, if it had insulation on the bottom. And so that's just a neat feature that you're going to have to determine whether that's important to you. Alright, into the military modular bag. I just put them side by side. Green patrol bag there, that's the one that'll get you down to 30 degrees. There's nothing that special about it other than you notice it has enormous zippers. Just super rugged. You're able to just tear out of this thing without worrying about breaking the zippers. And it's more of a military feature that if you have to get out of your bag and it's go time or fight time, whether you have large predators in the area and you need to get out of your bag, I mean, there's a lot of instances, but do not worry about busting these zippers. There was a sewing issue on the green bag because this was used from the military, but I fixed it and I haven't had a problem since. I just want to show you the loft difference on there. So you got the patrol bag, the green one, down to 30 degrees. You can tell it just has less insulation, less loft, but it's a great summer bag. The black one, however, nearly doubles it in loft. And again, by itself would be a pretty good little winter bag. Now you put them inside each other, and I'll do that and come back, and you've got a great system for the winter. All right, I'm not sure how that shows up. This camera's, let me see if I can get closer here. As you can see, the zippers are enormous. Each system does have a nice baffle. It's reinforced with a canvas strapping. Each one is able to snap onto each other. So the black one will snap in and become one bag. The bivvy will snap onto the outside of the green bag and become one bag. The only issue is how you want to control all the zippers, whether you want to try and tie them together so it all opens at once. Is really up to you, and how cold it is, whether you want to zip everything up is going to be up to you. We will get into bivvies next.